Hello boys, this is the second video of chapter Motion in One Dimension, and the topic in this video is speed and velocity. Actually, speed is that quantity by which we know how fast the body is moving, while the quantity which gives the speed as well as its direction is known as velocity. Now, speed is measured as the distance traveled by the body in 1 second. So, distance traveled by the body in 1 second is called speed, and it is equal to distance upon time, or we can simply say it is the rate of change of distance with time. So, formula for speed is distance upon time, and its unit of distance is meter and unit of time is second. So, unit is meter per second. Since it has no direction, therefore it is a scalar quantity. For example, if we say the speed of car is 60 km per hour, that means the car is covering a distance of 60 km in 1 hour, but there is no direction specified, so it is speed. Now, uniform speed. If a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be moving with constant speed or uniform speed. For example, suppose a body covers 1 meter in first 1 second. This is time. Then in next 1 second, again it covers 1 meter, and so on. In next 1 second, again it covers 1 meter. So the speed is uniform. It is covering equal distances in equal time interval. Such type of speed is known as uniform speed. But if a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then its speed is called variable speed. That means, suppose in first 1 second it covers a distance of 1 meter in 1 second. Then in next 1 second it covers 0.75 meter, and in next 1 second it covers, suppose in 3 seconds it covers 0.50 meter, and so on. Then its speed is variable speed. Now next is instantaneous speed. Actually, when a body is moving with a variable speed, its speed is changing continuously, and the speed of the body at a particular instant is known as instantaneous speed. And for finding the instantaneous speed, the distance traveled in a very short time is divided by time. So it is equal to the ratio of distance traveled by the body in a very short time interval upon that time interval. Next is average speed. Whenever a body is moving with variable speed, if we divide the total distance by the total time taken, then we get the average speed. So average speed of the body is total distance traveled by the body upon total time taken. Now next is velocity. The velocity of a body is the distance traveled per second by the body in a specified direction. That means if with the magnitude direction is also given, then it is called velocity. So velocity is a vector quantity because it has direction also. Now velocity, suppose velocity of a car is 60 km per hour towards east. Since the direction is given, that means this is velocity, and velocity is a vector quantity, therefore it is denoted by this sign. Now formula for velocity is, it is displacement upon time. That is displacement of the body in 1 second. Displacement upon time. So the unit of displacement is meter and unit of time is second. So meter per second is the unit of velocity. Now next is uniform velocity. If a body covers equal distance in a particular direction in equal interval of time, then the velocity of the body is called uniform velocity. The next is variable velocity. If body covers unequal distances in a particular direction in equal intervals of time, that means body covers 1 meter towards east in 1 second, then next 1 meter again in 1 second towards east, that means the body is moving with variable velocity. 1 meter in first 1 second and 2 meter in next 1 second, that means the body is moving with variable velocity. But the direction, if the direction is changing and body is covering equal distances, then also the velocity is variable velocity, because velocity has both direction as well as magnitude. So if the magnitude is same, that means it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time but in different direction. For example, suppose a body is moving on the circumference of a circle. It is moving with uniform speed, but its direction is different at different points. Direction is changing continuously. That means the motion is variable with variable velocity. So this is the example of variable velocity, that is when the body moves in such a way that it is covering equal distances in equal interval of time but in different directions. Then again the velocity is variable velocity. Next is instantaneous velocity. Whenever a body moves with variable velocity, the velocity of the body at a particular instant is known as instantaneous velocity, and it is equal to the ratio of displacement covered by the body in very short time interval upon that time interval. This is the instantaneous velocity. Next is average velocity. If a body is moving with variable velocity, then the total displacement divided by total time taken is known as average velocity. That means average velocity is the ratio of total displacement to the total time taken by the body. This is called average velocity. Now distinction between speed and velocity. As we know that speed is a scalar quantity, it has no direction, whereas velocity is a vector quantity, it has both magnitude as well as direction. Speed is always positive, but velocity can be positive or negative depending upon its direction. For example, if the body is moving away from the initial point, then the velocity is positive. But if the body is moving towards its starting point, then the velocity is negative. Then after one complete round on the circular path, speed is not zero because body covers the distance. Suppose body is moving on a circular path. It starts from point A and returns back to point A. Then the distance covered is equal to 2 pi r, where r is the radius. And we know that the speed is distance upon time, so it is not zero. But velocity is zero because velocity is displacement upon time, and in circular motion, if body covers one complete round, then the displacement is zero. That means the velocity is zero. So these are the differences between speed and velocity. Now next is acceleration and retardation. Acceleration is the increase in velocity per second, whereas retardation is the decrease in velocity per second. That means the acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. Now, unit of velocity is meter per second and unit of time is second. Therefore, unit of acceleration is meter per second square, and it is a vector quantity because velocity has direction, so acceleration also has direction. Now suppose a body is moving with initial velocity u, and after time t its velocity becomes v. Then we can write acceleration is equal to change in velocity, that is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So v minus u upon t. So v minus u is equal to at, or we can write v is equal to u plus at. This is the expression for acceleration. Now uniform acceleration. If there is equal change in velocity in equal intervals of time, then the acceleration of the body is called uniform acceleration. Whereas if there is unequal change in velocity in equal interval of time, then the acceleration is variable acceleration. Now next is acceleration due to gravity. When a body is falling freely under gravity, the rate of increase of velocity of the body is known as acceleration due to gravity. So the definition is, when a body falls freely under gravity, the acceleration produced in the body due to the gravitational attraction of the earth is called acceleration due to gravity. And the average value of the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. Actually, the value of g is different at different points on the surface of earth. So we take average value as 9.8 meter per second square. It is maximum at the poles and minimum at the equator. So we take average value which is 9.8 meter per second square. Now let us consider one example, numerical example. It is given that a train takes 2 hours to reach station B from station A, and then 3 hours to return from B to A, station B to station A. The distance between the two stations is given 200 km. You have to find average speed and average velocity. Now we know that formula for average speed is total distance travelled upon total time, and total distance is 200 km from A to B and 200 km from B to A. So total is 400 upon total time taken is 2 plus 3, that is 5. So 80 km per hour. This is the average speed of the train. Now average velocity, for average velocity, displacement upon total time. Formula is displacement upon total time, and we know that the displacement is 0 because initial point is A and train returns back to A again. That means both initial and final positions are same. So there is no displacement. Displacement is 0, therefore average velocity is also 0. So this chapter number 2A is complete. Now in the next video we will start with chapter number 2B. Thank you.